Hello Gemini, thank you for joining me for your December general reading. Now I am going to timestamp these reads because we're taking a look at your finances and career, followed by love and relationships. Now that one was initially in the reversed position, so I am going to give you both the reversed and the upright meanings. This one is Urus, okay, which is trials of strength. Really similar to the Five of Wands in traditional tarot. This is trials of strength. It's also gateway energy, okay. This is about your strength, your power, your courage, your ability to endure. It can be manifestation. Now, with it coming out in the reversed, this indicates to me that you might be starting off the month feeling a little bit frail, maybe a little bit vulnerable. Not necessarily physically, but that could be like mentally or emotionally or spiritually, okay. Something is out of alignment basically with this coming out in the reversed position. You feeling like you have to endure, but perhaps maybe feeling like you don't have the energy levels to endure. So you've got to keep in mind that with Urus, it does tell us that you are going to come out on top. You are going to be okay. Just at the moment, you're weathering the storm. Okay, so it isn't negative. It's keeping it real. All right, you guys should know me by now. I don't play into fear. I'm not the sugarcoaty, type reader. I'm going to keep it real. Right, at the moment you're going through it. It's just that time of year. It has hit you hard. It's affected you in such a way, but you also know that it's only temporary. You're just weathering the storm. So in order for you to provide maybe with a little bit more courage, so that you can make sure that you do weather this storm as best you can. Maybe harness the energy of this particular rune, trace it out on a bit of paper, make sure that you're putting your intent into it as you're drawing it out, and just keep it close to you, okay. It's a reminder that you will get through this. You will get through these tough times, Gemini, and you are going to survive whatever this is that's being thrown at you at this time, okay? So that's your rune. Now we're going to take a look at your finances and career and see what energies are coming out for you there. Also, do keep in mind that anything that comes out of these readings, if you don't like the look of anything, it's completely within your power to change, because you do have free will, okay? Tarot, it is not set in stone. It is a temperature check. I told you it was temporary, didn't I, Gemini? You've got the card of good luck and good fortune. Your fortune is improving, and you will get a lucky break soon. Collect nuggets of wisdom. You will need them in the near future. Yeah. So the pressure is easing off. I knew that Urus energy was temporary. And the fact it came out in the reverse as well, it's almost like it was Spirit's way of saying, look, you're almost there, Gemini. You're nearly through it. You're definitely through the worst of it. It's just getting you over this final little hump. Okay, what else for Gemini finances and career? Thank you. Okay, choose wisely, because it's come out in that orientation. Decisions shape your path amid challenges. Stay open to learning as answers reveal your destined journey. So Spirit's saying there's a reason why you had to go through everything that you've been through. There's a reason why your experiences have been shaped in the way that they have been, and it's all been building up to this amazing opportunity here that is coming through for you. You might not be able to make sense of it right now because this labyrinth is in the reversed position, so it doesn't make sense to you right now, but in a couple of months' time, when you look back and reflect on everything that you've been through recently, it will all make sense, okay? It's like the pieces of the puzzle are finally definitely about to start clicking into place here. Everything's going to make sense. You've got clarity that's coming in. You've got some sort of reassurance here that's coming in for you, that you are on the right path, that you have made the right decisions, and that you are able to make wise choices here, okay? What else can you tell us for Gemini's finances and career? Can we have a look at this good luck first? What's this with good luck for Gemini's finances and career? The Two of Wands. Yeah, speaking of making good decisions. The Two of Wands, that's picking a new path. It's choosing wisely. It's refusing to remain stuck. Speaking of stuck, the Ten of Wands and the Eight of Cups. Yeah. You made the right choice here about leaving something behind, about putting something to rest here, about dropping the burden. There is definitely the energy of surrender, okay? It's recognizing that a situation couldn't go any further, and that you had to make a very, I feel, abrupt but decisive choice here, and it is working out really, really well for you. Can you tell us more for Gemini, please? So leaving a current situation where there is no growth is a good plan. Leadership. Yeah, the Master of Lightning taking on the leadership. This is literally the King of Wands energy, okay? So you're attracting a lot of new things into your life here because you decided at one point enough was enough. Oracle of Gems, practicality. Yeah, something wasn't practical. That's Ten of Wands, Eight of Cups. That's why you've had to abandon a situation, leave a situation, whatever the case might be. And you've got abundance with the Nine of Gems that's come out off center. Yeah, it was a situation where there was no growth, there was no abundance, a situation that was perhaps costing you more than what it was bringing in, and you're turning all of that on its head here. So definitely living in more of a practical, realistic manner here, getting rid of everything that wasn't working out for you. You're possibly looking at a new job as well. That looks to go really, really well. Obviously, not going to resonate for everyone. And then your choose wisely is clarified with the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, fair is fair. So getting paid fairly, receiving help also, or perhaps giving help to those who are in need of your help at this point in time, with the Magician energy, the Six of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So starting something new, starting a brand new project. It could be with a good friend here with the Six of Cups, or just somebody that you've worked with before in the past. Yeah, a lot of really promising energies are coming through. And you got the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Fantastic. So that's financial security. And that's the umbrella energy that's encapsulating all of this. So you've been wanting this financial security. You've been working towards it. It's been a difficult path getting you there. But ultimately, you got the King of Pentacles. So you are going to be financially secure. This is all about adopting a healthy mindset and a healthy attitude towards money and finances, towards your own personal growth as well. I think the finances one is the one that really stands out for me most out of this energy, purely because if you're watching this read, or indeed any tarot read, then straight away you are going to be one of those who is more spiritually inclined, which means that you would have heard a lot of bullshit messages being thrown around within the spiritual community that actively discourage people within the spiritual community to have a healthy attitude with money, okay? Because the knee-jerk reaction, and it's been this way since forever, and I don't know why, the knee-jerk reaction to money is, oh my God, that's wrong. It's gross, don't be ambitious, don't be this, that, and the next. Why are you putting so much emphasis on money? It's pretty bloody disgusting, actually, the messages that are out there in the spiritual community about money. So to see this lovely, healthy, realistic, very grounded mindset towards money and finances is wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. And I'm always encouraging everybody to take a closer look at those who are teaching people the wrong things about money. Take a closer look at them and their lifestyle, and you'll find really, really quickly that actually they've got more than their fair share in the bank. So how dare they tell the rest of us that we shouldn't want to work to improve our own lives, Very, very hypocritical. It's basically because they're wanting all of your money. That's the crux of it. Let's be fucking real. So yeah, definitely don't listen to people like that if you currently are. Reject them, reject their messages, because it's all bullshit. It's all unhealthy, nasty ass bullshit at the end of the day. So by the by, with this King of Pentacles, you're no longer rejecting your own success. You're no longer rejecting your own ambition, but rather you've got this beautiful, healthy mindset and attitude towards it, which is lovely. As I say, especially with this Six of Cups as well. Imagine money like a flowing river flowing towards you, okay? So that's what we've got playing out here. Your determination to improve on your life, to improve on your finances, to make these adjustments here with the Magician to your career or to the way that you bring in finances, actually has helped you to grow as a person as well. So win-win. Yeah, we've got you here with this confidence with the Ace of Wands to begin a brand new project. See how it's immediately underneath the Magician, and the Magician's holding a wand in this hand right there. So you're tapping into your skills, your gifts, your abilities, your talents, your knowledge, your wisdom. You're tapping into everything that is available to you, and you're really using that to grow and advance yourself in ways that you actually didn't think was entirely possible. So you're surprising yourself here. Definitely working on or manifesting something new here. And I do feel with this Six of Cups that you're not going to be on your own, okay? Six of Cups, that can indicate childhood, nostalgia, memories, soulmates, anybody from the past. You could be teaming up here with a best friend, going into business with a best friend. You could be meeting your soul tribe through something that you're doing to advance your career here. You're on the whole making really, really big moves when it comes down to your financial growth and stability, and you are definitely about to strike gold, okay? The King of Pentacles literally is someone who has got the Midas touch. And right now, Gemini, with that being the strongest overall energy for your reading, with good luck and good fortune also being on your side, with the message of Udus coming out in the reverse of your struggle is almost over, you're coming into big cash. Real big cash. And so, with that big cash, you're going to have to be really smart, Gemini. Really, really smart, and choose your closest circle carefully, okay? Because as we all know, money, it can bring out the worst in some people. It absolutely can. And so you're going to have to keep your circle very small, very close, okay? Remember to choose wisely, because no doubt, because you're coming into big cash, you're going to have people coming out of the woodwork, okay, with their cap in hand, looking for anything that they can get. So be smart. Try not to feel too nostalgic about certain individuals that are like this, okay? Yes, you want to help with the Six of Pentacles, but be careful on who it is that you choose to help. Similar message as what I've just given to Sagittarius. Now, you could have strong Sagittarian placements in your own chart, or you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Again, take it as it resonates. But one of their strong messages was, not everybody who cries out for help is being genuine. And I'm seeing the exact same energy that's coming through for your reading as well, Gemini. So do keep in mind, number one, you cannot help everybody. So only help those that you can, and only after you have helped yourself first and foremost, because obviously you can't pour from an empty cup, right? You've got to keep good care of yourself first. That's not being selfish, that's just being practical. And try not to slip into this false sense of, well, I know they're not a really good person, but I kind of do owe it to them. You know, try not to fall down that line, because that's a real slippery slope. I'm also seeing as well, for those of you where that's not resonating, then this is actually to do with some sort of financial investment that you made long ago in the past, is now, only just now, about to start paying off and paying out. Okay, so you can put that, what do we say, overflow? You can put that overflow into something new here with the Ace of Wands, which is actually a really good cause, because it's in real close proximity to the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles can be read as charitable energy. Okay, it's give and take, it's equal balance, it's give a little, take a little. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. It's fairness, balance, equality. It's basically the justice card, but to a lesser degree. But it's also got the charitable energy and the charity connotations attached to it. Okay, so you're probably going to be spearheading, because remember, we've got the two wands here. The magician's holding his wand up like that, and then we've got another wand immediately below it, which tells me you're going to be spearheading some sort of charitable event or organization, or anything to do with the growth, the healing and helping of those who are in need of that type of help. Okay, so yeah, a lot of really strong messages here that's coming through for you. Can you tell us more for Gemini, please? Finances and career. The Ace of Lightning and inspiration. That one has come out ever so slightly off center. So what is it that inspires you at this point in time? Because that's come out off center, it tells me that you might not think that your idea is a realistic one. And Spirit's telling you, actually, Gemini, there's a way around and through everything. You just need to be inspired enough to do it, and you will find a way. You will find a way. That's pretty much guaranteed. Yeah, collaboration with the Three of Gems, Five of Raindrops and loss, the Moon, shadow work, and the High Priestess, intuition. Okay, so consider what shadow work it is that you're needing to take a look at this time. Again, shadow work, it's nothing to be feared. It's nothing bad, nothing dodgy. You would not believe the amount of comments that I had a couple of years ago with people thinking that shadow work was black magic. Ay. Let me just say this. It is fuck all to do with black magic. I don't know where people get their ideas from. It is beyond my comprehension how some put two and two together. It's just that inner work. It's your own inner work. It's the parts of yourself that you were made to believe were unlovable. It's the parts of yourself that you were taught to hide away. The parts of yourself that made you feel uncomfortable. It's time to look at those aspects of yourself and see how you can utilize those aspects of yourself. And actually, a lot of your skills and talents and gifts can be found within your shadow. Okay, so for example, again, just an example pulled right out of the sky here, just to try and make sense of what it is I'm saying. For example, if you were a child that was quite sort of outspoken at one point, and the adults around you hated that about you, they couldn't deal with an outspoken child, a child who constantly asked lots of questions. Brackets, kids are supposed to ask lots of questions, but there we go, close brackets. And the adults around you were constantly telling you to shut up, do what you're told, do as I say, not as I do, yada, yada, yada. And so that inquisitiveness you pushed away into your shadow side. And now as an adult, when you need to use that outspokenness, you need to use that to keep yourself protected as an adult, and you're like, I can't do this. I don't know where that part of me's gone. It hasn't gone anywhere, okay? It's all about going deep within. Try and sort of meditate, perhaps. Practice. Okay, just practice being more outspoken again. Just practice asking questions, and lots of them again. And that ability to stand up for yourself whenever anyone's trying to tell you to, shut up or whatever. You've got to be able to stand up for yourself again. That ability is going to be in your shadow side. Bring all those skills to the forefront, because you're going to need them. That's shadow work. Okay, yeah, it's going to make you feel awkward and uncomfortable to start off with, but it's necessary in order to be a healthy, grounded, well-adjusted, well-rounded adult. Everybody needs to do this. Everybody. Okay? And it's not just a one-time thing either, because that's another awful myth that gets thrown around in the spiritual community that really fucks me off. It isn't a one-time deal. It's not a one and done. Okay? This is a continuum. A continuum. This is something that you have to practice every single day for the rest of your life. Okay? Now, there's that aspect. So go within your shadow and pull out all of these skills and talents that you know are in there, because you're going to need them. Do not fear your own shadow. Do not fear your own shadow work. Okay? Really, really vital. Collaboration. You are going to be teaming up with others. Okay? You are going to be going into some kind of project. I'm hearing project management. Some kind of career-esque deal. I'm also hearing the word portfolio. So you're going to be building up some type of portfolio and doing it with other people. And loss. There is the very real possibility that at some point you're going to accrue some type of loss, but it's not going to be a devastating loss. They're saying that's the cost of doing business. Okay, so be prepared for the minor loss that is the cost of doing business. And there's any business you go into, there is going to be a cost of doing that business. If you're building up a housing portfolio, at some point you are going to come across a house that, you lost money on. Yeah? Every business idea has got a cost to it. I used to be a metal worker. Every single Christmas time, there would be parcels that I sent out that went missing. I had to make up for that loss. That was the cost of doing business. That was the risk of selling at a distance. Yeah. Now as a tarot reader, tarot decks, they're bloody expensive. Again, that's the cost of doing business. So just do keep that in mind, that there is a cost to everything, and you're going to manage this. You're going to be absolutely fine with all this, Gemini, because you are being real, you are being practical, and you're being realistic about it as well. You know a good deal when you see one. And yeah, it's just literally the only thing that's really going on here is your own confidence and belief in yourself to make those wise choices and to make those wise decisions, which again, once you start doing your shadow work, you're going to be on par with that as well. Okay, fire within has come out in the reversed position. So again, maybe a little bit of a lack of inspiration at the moment, but keep in mind, Gemini, that right now you're going through a fucking rough time right now. You're not out of the woods yet. Okay, remember we started off your reading with Urus, trials of strength, not really feeling it, but you know something better is coming up for you right around the corner. And now you're getting this fire within in reverse. So I'll read you both orientations. Find a way to reignite that energy in your life right now and immerse yourself in what you truly love, passion, action, and driving force. So with it being in reverse, you're just feeling exhausted at this point in time. You've got to give yourself a chance to rest, rejuvenate, reflect, recollaborate, find your strength again, and that inspiration, it will come back. Okay? It will come back. At the moment, though, you've just got to focus on rest. Just rest. Right, so with that being said, I am now needing to take a look into your love and relationships energy. I need to make space for that though, so I've got to clear up this table and I will be right back. Okay, welcome back, Gemini. So now we're taking a look at your love and relationships energy. Please do keep in mind that it's not necessarily going to be about romantic relationships for all, although for some it absolutely could be. So you only take what resonates for you. Don't force anything to fit with your situation, okay? All right, so your first message out here is ascending, learning and expansion, transcending. So you're transcending all of your obstacles, all of your differences, and preparing for a union or a new phase. So if you've been stuck in a rut lately when it comes down to love and relationships, then I lost my train of thought. If you've been stuck in a rut lately, you're going to be ascending those issues that has kept you stuck in a rut. The star, your hope and optimism are a powerful love magnet for you right now. Sacrifice, love may come with sacrifices. Evaluate what you're willing to give up. Interesting. So obviously within any relationship, be it romantic or otherwise, it does require a give and take on both sides of the table. So it's going to be wise to figure out what is it that you're willing to make compromises with or on, and what is it that is not non-negotiable. You know, it's kind of like having rules in place. Okay, so if you're wanting to be with me, here are my boundaries. You know, don't cross these boundaries and we're just going to be golden, right? And same thing from their part of the table as well. It's like they have to make their boundaries obvious as well, and then both parties respect each other's boundaries, and you're good to go. Okay, so that's the sacrifice. It's also indicating, look, you don't have to give up your sense of self within a relationship, okay? Sometimes people do that and it leans more into like the codependency side of things. So again, that's going to be part of your own boundary work anyway. But obviously, in any relationship, there has to be a fair and equal give and take on both sides. So that's needing to be sorted out. You got control, time heals, beyond compare, and stay vigilant. Interesting, because your stay vigilant literally says for you to set clear boundaries to ensure your well-being. All right, so if there were any unhealthy traits that you had within relationships where you completely gave up who you are as an individual and everything all of a sudden became about the person that you're in a relationship with, not good. Not good at all. Not healthy. It is vital that you maintain your own sense of self. Okay, absolutely vital. So you've got to stay vigilant here. I'm actually getting two different people here that you're dealing with. The first one, the energy on the top row, you've got either you're currently dealing with a connection right now, or you very soon will be dealing with a connection that actually is really, really helpful, and it's with an individual who is healthy, who doesn't expect for you to give up who you are as a person. They don't expect for you to give up your hobbies. You know, they are interested in you without wanting to control you. And I feel that you've got this older energy here. Now, either you're about to walk away from this older energy, or this older energy is hot on your heels, trying to win you back, trying to come back. So it's like a controlling, dominating X energy here, okay? Because again, with the way that this message is reading, it is the stark contrast to this energy here, okay? So you are going to be on the lookout, obviously, having come out of this, let's call a spade, abusive relationship here, and going into something that is healthy with this ascending and star energy. It's only gonna, it's natural that you're gonna be concerned, that you're going to be on the lookout for anything unhealthy, that you're going to be suspicious of anything unhealthy, that you might be a little bit paranoid. The same cycle's going to begin again, you know. That's only natural, considering everything that you've been through here with this controlling, abusive, dominating person, where basically you've still not really healed from that controlling relationship, which again, it's understandable. That's why Spirit's telling you, look, you've got to give yourself time to heal and recover from that abusive situation. Try not to take that pain into the new connection, because obviously you don't want it to tarnish your new connection, okay? You've got to keep them separate, basically. You've got comparing new partners to past experiences. So this older person, this other person, made you feel like you were less than, made you feel like you were a piece of dog shit on the bottom of their shoe, because they were constantly making these comparisons between you and other people that they used to date. So again, at the moment, it's like your confidence is a bit shot. Again, try not to take that into the new connection, okay? You've got to leave that with the person that it belongs to, with the person that it came from, which is the abusive, controlling one, okay? Leave all that shit with them. That's where it belongs. It doesn't belong in your beautiful new connection. Yes, obviously do stay vigilant. I want to say as well, if this older person knows where you live, be careful, because we've got like a CCTV camera here, and I do feel that there are eyes currently watching you, Gemini, with bitterness, with vengeance, with anger, and with this desire for revenge. Because how dare you get away from them? Because according to them, don't you know who they are? You know, they're that kind of person. How dare you, Gemini? You don't get to escape me. You don't get to leave me. I'm the one that gets to decide that, not you. You know? A very deeply unhinged individual, this one. So yeah, stay vigilant when it comes down to that. You can get things like apps for your phone free, like completely free. Just go on Google Play or whatever. And you can get these apps that scan your nearest surroundings, and they can pick up if anyone's put trackers on your car or anything like that. Okay. I can't remember what it's called. You can just do a Google search for it. But these apps will actually send an alert to your phone if any tracking devices have been found on you, on your property, or near your property. Okay. Again, just putting that out there, okay? Because somebody, like at least one person, needs to hear that. Obviously, it's not going to be relevant for all of you, so don't, I don't want to be making anybody paranoid, but at least one person needs to just make sure that they're not being tracked like that. Because again, there is a really controlling individual here, Gemini, who... I could psychoanalyze that person all day, but I don't want to, because, to be honest, they're just exhausting. So the Spirit's telling you, look, try not to compare your new connection, or the healthy one, because you know that there is a healthy connection here. Try not to make comparisons, okay? Try not to do that, because then you might end up looking for problems and making yourself overly paranoid to the point where you're not going to be able to enjoy the new healthy connection, which of course you don't want that. Okay, you want to be smart, you want to be vigilant, but you don't want to be getting paranoid and making the new person feel guilty for things that they haven't done, Is there anything else that you can tell Gemini about this energy, please? Anything else? Thank you. The High Priestess that came out off center. Yeah. Your higher self. Trust in your own counsel before you trust in anyone else's version of events. Trust in your own intuition. This is also off center. Judgment. Trust in your best judgment. Your ability to believe in the choices that you make has been shot, basically, because you're like that person down there, they were horrifically abusive, but guess what, I picked them. Well, yeah, okay, that might be true. Yes, you might well have picked them, but that doesn't mean to say that you're doomed to continue picking out the bad ones, okay? This is asking for you to listen to your higher calling, listen to your inner calling. And this is super, super strong spiritual energies as well. The High Priestess with Judgment. That's full on behind the veil energies, and both of them came out off center. So maybe even your belief in spiritual things has been shattered because of this experience with that bitch or bastard down there. Again, it's time for you to repair the damage that this person's done to your relationship with spirit, with your relationship with the divine, with the universe, whatever name you prefer to call it. Most importantly, use this as an opportunity to repair the damage that this person has done to your higher self. Okay, that's like imperative. And then 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Of course we're going to see that. Of course we are. You're still going through the grieving process of everything that this a-hole has put you through. Again, grieving time, that requires patience. It requires compassion for self. Okay? And they're also saying as well that this person, this controlling energy, they are coming from a place of hurt. They are coming from a place of pain. They have a very miserable existence because they choose to allow their pain and their grief to dominate them. Okay, so you know how it is. If you stare into the abyss long enough, it'll stare back at you. Avoid becoming the thing that you hate the most. Yeah, that's why it's imperative that we all focus on our own healing and ascending journeys, so that we don't become exactly like the bitter, twisted, envious, vengeful people that at one point tried to absolutely annihilate us. Okay? So, it went a bit dark there for a moment. Your healing message is high vibrations. Of course it is. Transformation. You have chosen to step into a higher vibration that is in alignment with your soul path and higher knowing. Now you have the awareness that you're limitless and ready for transformation. Yeah, exactly. And when you are coming from a high vibe place, it means that you're no longer a vibrational match for the low vibe abusive people, so they're not going to be able to touch you, they're not going to be able to affect you anymore, because you're no longer a vibrational match. Okay, right, so what else for Gemini, please? Else, thank you. Oh, nice, you got 2. Zen as fuck. Chakras loaded and ready. Yep. Breathe like you know how. Inhale the good shit and exhale the bad shit. Yeah, nicely said. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you did like it and you want to see more. Private readings with me are available on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. Our Patreon page is finally fixed and it's back up and running again, so you can join us over on Patreon for all of the free bonus content. All of the information that I've just mentioned you're going to find in my description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.